Hi guys, it's me. Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. I'm gonna go straight to the point, y'all. This week was not a good week. I'm gonna be honest, so honest with you guys. I didn't even want to come and give you guys my update after weighing myself this morning because I was very much so disappointed within myself. But I also told myself that I have to be honest, like this is a journey and the journey is no walk in the park. And I keep saying that, but I'm like, do I understand that? Like I'm saying it, but am I really literally like, is it embedded in my head? Like, am I understanding what I'm saying? Like, it's a journey. So with that being said, I'm gonna have some ups and downs. And unfortunately this has been a down week, and I knew it was going to be one before I even stepped on the scale. So let me give you guys a recap. Okay, Sunday was the last time I did the video, blah 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 blah. Okay, that one cool. Sundays are always like my kind of rough day because it's the beginning of the week and I always slip up, whether if it's me eating sugar or if it's me not making sure I eat all my vegetables for the day or my intake for the water. Like Sundays are always like my like my trial day. It's like a not a cheat day because I don't cheat on it, but it's just like I forget about what I'm doing the whole freaking day. So anywho, Monday started off good with the week. All right, this is day one. This is my get up for day one. And I was like, okay, there's no excuses. Flo's not here. Knock the craving out, okay? Knock the sugar craving out. Did good the first day. Did good the second day. Working out and everything. Had a good workout. Oh, I'm burning fat. Did good. Wednesday. I don't know what happened or what hit me mentally, but it hit me. But I was like, you know what, we're gonna push through it. I worked out, but after me working out and me stopping, you know, I'm supposed to stop eating after 9 o'clock. When that day happened, it's just, I don't know, just like a, let me speak on y'all on a spiritual perspective. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna share it. I've been on a spiritual journey. So of course, I'm trying to get more connected with, of course, the man up and above, Jesus Christ. And I feel like y'all can correct me if y'all wrong. I mean, like, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Like, everyone has their own opinions, so I'm not going to hold anybody like against their own opinion. So it is what it is, but this is just my thought process, and you can agree with me or not. But I just feel like this can be for anything, not just for my fitness, but in life in general. I feel like when you're finally mentally trying to gather yourself and get yourself back on that right track, being positive, doing positive things, taking care of yourself, taking care of your health and all that good stuff, that's when the enemy wants to test you and knock you off your game. I think that's what happened this week because nothing like negative that I can think of like happened, but it was just like an energy that I felt that was in my home and it was bothering the heck out of me and I couldn't figure out exactly why. So let me put this camera down. My arms is tired. Let me put this down real quick. All right, y'all, a little cricket. Y'all wanted to take it because I don't feel like putting it on my tripod. I'm being a little lazy. Okay, so anyhow, so like I was saying, I think this is where like the enemy, like he kind of like tries to knock you off your game because he see you doing good. He see you trying to walk in the opposite direction of what he believes in, you know, walking in a positive way. And yeah, like another thing about my spiritual journey I'll bring up. So I've been on this app. It's called the Bible app, of course, if you guys are not familiar with it. But I took upon myself to do this plan to learn about the Bible pretty much for the whole entire year. I grew up in church and everything, but I also didn't grow up fully understanding God and Jesus himself, like, to be honest. Like, I went to church, but it was just like one ear, not the other. I did it because, oh, this is the correct way. This is what you're supposed to do, because, you know, because my parents stuff dragged me to church. And as I got older, I want to say, as I got older and after I had like my first child, I kind of like drifted away from the spiritual perspective. Not really like not believing in God, because I still believed in him. I still prayed and stuff like that. But I felt like I didn't take the time to have a connection, a better connection with him. And I just lived life, you know, when things happen, of course. I prayed about it when the bad things happen, but didn't give him praise when good things happen, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the life that I was leaning towards. And then the past 2 years, especially after having my first son, I really went through a really deep, and I do mean like deep, depression. And that was my first time dealing with postpartum depression. Never I heard about it, but didn't know what it felt like. And baby, that's a whole nother feeling. Like, I didn't have it towards, because I know it's like different levels and different means people like to put behind it. Some people put depression as in like that you didn't want anything to do with your kid, and that wasn't my case. Like, I love my kids, I still, you know, I love my kids, but in a sense I didn't want to be here in life. Like, I didn't want to breathe, I didn't want to be here. I just wanted to take whatever pain and misery that I was feeling. I didn't want to be here. And it was a very selfish thought of me, because like I said, I have kids, I have a family, I have people who love me. So for me to get that deep in a thought, it was just like, what the hell, where is this coming from? So that's when I knew that I needed help. And then I kept telling, like, I would talk to Robert and everything, I would talk to him, and I was like, I felt like I'm lost. I was like not mentally, I said, in a sense, I feel like I'm not here. And I kept telling him that. He said, what do you mean you're not here? I said, it's something in me, like my spirit is not here. It's like my spirit checked out. It's like I'm just moving and doing things, but I'm not spiritually, like emotionally, I'm not here. And I was like, I don't know why I feel that way. And then he was like, maybe you know, need to pray and ask about God. You know, when people say pray, he's like, okay, yeah, I pray. But then he was like, no, for real, like, maybe you need to find that connection with God. And he kept talking about it, pushing me to do it, because see, of course, he's more spiritual than me. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get to it. Yeah, I'll get to it tomorrow. You know, I kept procrastinating. I was like, why? Then after, I don't know, when I got pregnant with this child, something spiritually happened. And I said it, I think I said it a few times in my pregnancy update videos. It's something different that I felt with my pregnancy. Not like favoritism or anything like that. It's just, I spiritually felt happy. Like, I felt like my spirit had jumped back into my body. And I was me again. I felt happy, like I was genuinely just happy. This is the happiest I've ever been when I was pregnant, like ever. Out of all 4 of my pregnancy, this was the happiest I've ever been. And I just couldn't figure out why. I was like, I felt like God needed to pretty much wake me up and put that life back into me, because I had checked out. I did. So in order to bring myself back to life, he gave me another life to care for and put another thought process. And the life that he put in me, till this day I say it's something different about this one spiritually. Like, I feel like, I can't pinpoint it, because I don't want it to seem like he's like my favorite kid, because he's not. I love all my kids equally, but I just feel like this one has, I fixed the angle, sorry, but like a spiritualness about him. Like, I can't explain it. Like, the moment like I found out I was pregnant, the things that I felt for him, I felt very connected to this pregnancy. I felt very connected to the child. In my mind, I always thought it was a girl though, but that was besides the point. Like, I felt very connected. And the things he was doing in my belly, people was like, oh, you shouldn't be feeling that. You know, your baby, blah, blah. I know what I was feeling like. We already had this connection. We already had this bond. Like, I was like, and I don't know, I'm trying to explain how I feel, but it was just kind of hard. It's like, I was so open to share with you guys so early in my pregnancy, you know, because most people wait like 3 months, the first trimester to tell, but I had felt comfortable to tell. Like, I didn't have any fear. Like, although you have like the back of your mind kind of fears, but I didn't have really any fears. Like, I knew he was going to be okay. I knew I was going to have him. Like, it was just something that I never had in any of my pregnancy. So it was just weird. I did get, you know, I kept thanking God and praying more when I had him. And the moment he had out, I seen this little joy in his face. To this day, he's still the happiest little kid ever. Like, even people who come over and see him, they say it's something about him. Like, yes, he's a happy baby, but spiritually, like, it's like something spiritually in a good, like, godly way. Like, something's on him and it's a good thing. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, I keep telling you. I'm like, it's not just me. I'm like, I don't know what it is. But he was like the perfect missing piece to our family. And I definitely feel like this is what we needed. But just had to tell you the backstory. But anywho, when he came about and I had my little break and my moment and everything to get everything together and my thoughts together, and I was okay, let's go hop on this fitness thing. When I decided, which was back in last year, October, November, and then Christmas came, forgot about it. But anywho, since then I have been trying to get back connected. So now we're gonna fast forward back to this year. So this year I decided to, you know what, let me take a step back, and because I'm liking this happy Nesha, I'm liking this spiritual side of me being happy. I want to keep it, and I also want to. So anyway, I say that, I'm sorry, I keep stopping my camera, keeps saying it's dying and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say, and the point that I'm trying to get to, is like, I really decided for, okay, so the beginning of the year, not only was I going to fully try my best to focus on my weight loss journey, but I was like, I want to spiritually have a better connection with God as well. I want to understand and learn the Bible myself, because I knew nothing about the Bible except for Adam and Eve. And I'm being all the way 100. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I just feel like now it was something about Wednesday. I'm learning, you know, more about spirits and demons and stuff like that. And I always feel like I had a very strong understanding, and honestly, I guess you want to call it a gift, but I can read people's energy really good. And I really feel like God has definitely gave me the acknowledgement, and, you know, like, my light's on, okay, like, it ain't off. Like, I can read your energy from a text message, I can read your energy from videos, I can read your energy without even actually being in your presence. I can read your energy. But in a sense, God still showed me awareness of my surroundings and show me who to be, you know, more eye-opening to. So anywho, I'm sorry, I keep going over this. Like, my spiritual journey, that can be another video. But what I'm pretty much trying to say is I kind of like got distracted this week. I haven't been doing my spiritual notes and stuff because the kids been distracting me. This and that been distracting me. I've been emotionally distracted, and just pretty much everything negative you can think of, it happened. And instead of me praying about it and finding that connection back with God, I went the opposite way. I started drinking more sodas, 2-3 sodas a day, eating snacks, junk food. Like, I pretty much forgot about the diet. Wednesday hit, I forgot about the diet. I was eating past 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, eating, snacking, get things, like everything that I worked hard for, just for these little 2 weeks, I gained it back. And it wasn't until this very morning I stepped on the scale and all that registered, and it was like, in a sense, God was like talking to me. He was pretty much telling me, like, don't let things like this distract you. Like, your enemy, he sees where you're going and he's distracting you. So my kids being sick was a distraction. Me not getting no sleep was a distraction. Like, feeling extra drowsy and tired was a distraction. Like, everything negative you can think of. And I didn't even click on it until, like, now. I was, you know, after weighing myself this morning, I, you know, went to work and everything, and I was just thinking about this. I was like, wow, I didn't even catch on to that. The enemy distracting me. Like, he knows my weakness, just like he knows my strong keys as well. So he sees me getting into a strengthier and better place, and what is he gonna do? Gonna knock you down. He's gonna distract you with different things. This is not God. God don't send negative things your way. You know what I'm also learning about reading from the Bible is God will let the devil do things to you, distract you, because in a sense it's a test that he's also testing you to see if you're gonna have belief within him, to see if you're gonna trust him, to see which way you're gonna go. So I'm gonna wrap this up to say this that I need God on this journey. If I don't have nobody else by my side, I 100% need him on this journey, because I can't do this without him. And even if the enemy tries to distract me and all that, I'm gonna know your turns. I'm dodge every single last one, because I know what he wants. He wants to see me down. He wants to see me depressed. He wants to see me say he doesn't want me to succeed, and that's not gonna happen. I am going to succeed. I'm going to lose my weight. I'm going to have a healthier me inside and out, and so be it. So he can keep throwing them distractions, and I'm gonna keep dodging them, and I'm just push from here. So I say this from all that I'm talking about. I say this to say this, that this week was not a good week, but it's okay, because I am going to continue pushing through by the grace of God, because I need him and only him forever and always ever to help me with this, because I need him. I can't do this without him. I've tried and we see where that went. Distractions, right? Yes. Okay. So that's pretty much how week 3 went. So next week will actually be my 4th week, my 4 month. So this is going to be like the wrap up for my 4 months. So I'm going to do before and after pictures. I'm going to do measurements, and then we're going to compare the weight from the beginning of this year from the end of the 4 weeks. So I'm going to do my best. That's all I can do is do my best, and God knows what that is, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'm sorry if my journey this week was a little downfall for y'all, for those who rooting or just coming along with me, but I am human. I make mistakes and I have my moments, and I definitely had a moment this week by the enemy. Thank you. You got me. But I'm good now. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I was going to show y'all the documents and stuff that I did throughout the week, but I didn't want to. There was nothing really to show, because part of me, honestly, I didn't document the sweets that I ate because I was embarrassed. Crazy, right? If I gotta sit here and hide something, even from you guys, but I can't be my authentic self, I can't be true to myself, like I can't be me, and I'm sitting here hiding things and coming off fakish, because that's not me. I'm not fake, but I'm hiding things, I'm not being truthful. That's not me. If I gotta sit here and hide things, then it ain't meant for me. Simple as that. I'll leave it at that, okay? If you guys are interested more about my spiritual journey, there's no pressure, there's no judgment, anything over here. I know we all have our own beliefs, but if you guys are more than welcome, want to join me, learn the Bible within a year, I will leave the link down at the bottom for those who are, feel free, welcome, and want to join a spiritual side with me. If not, that's cool. Like I said, like, I'm not trying to pressurize nobody. I know when people talk about religion wise, like, people get a little bit like, ooh. I'm not trying to go there with anybody. Like I said, judgment ain't up to me. Judgment is up to him. So, but if you guys want to talk and share, I like having an interaction and share my inputs and stuff of how I thought this part of the chapter of the Bible meant to me, and hear other people's perspective, especially people who has been more knowledgeable about the Bible. Like, I would like to connect more with you guys if you are on that journey. I will leave the link of the actual app and stuff where I'm at and what I'm doing it, so I'll leave that there. But other than that, I will see you guys next week. You guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see y'all next week.